I am so incredibly uncomfortable. The time has come. The time has come to buy more underwear. There's a lot more underwear available than I ever remember there being. This stresses me out to an almost ridiculous and unbelievable level. 2 aisles behind me, there's some moms picking out underwear. I'm not going to lie to you, the last time I bought underwear, I had my mom go and buy it for me. That's how much I hate doing it. Why are there so many options? Like boxers, briefs, boxer briefs, bikini briefs, slick trunks, no-show trunks, microfiber, cotton stretch, micro mesh. Here's some that look like they were made for aliens in the future who are also going hunting with their crotch. Ugh, old school tidy whities. Oh look, you can feel the softness. Oh, that's weird. You definitely want softness, I think. Oh, fun. These ones have moisture wicking, which doesn't sound gross at all. Lightweight, quick drying, lightweight mesh, power cool technology. I don't think any of these are gonna fit me right now, because I definitely don't have abs like that at the moment. Outside in the rest of America, everyone's stressing out because today is election day. I vote early, I vote by mail, and I live in a non-battleground state, so the election wasn't too stressful for me personally. So this is my decision 2016. I definitely don't want the button. Or wait, do I? Have I been doing it wrong all this time? Do I need the button? Can we really trust me with access to the button? And what should I do? Should I get plaid? Maybe some stripes? Stripes are fun. Or what about these shiny ones? Are these too shiny? What if I'm in the quad and somebody pantses me and pulls my pants down? I'm pretty sure everyone will laugh at me if I have shiny underwear. Look at this guy though. He does seem pretty comfortable. See, he's having a good time. Now this guy over here, he looks a little too cocky. That's not my style. I don't know what to do. What kind of underwear do you think Johnny Depp wears? Probably these, huh? Not really my thing. Ugh. Choosing isn't even the worst part. The worst part is after you choose. You have to go to the checkout lanes. Oh, no, never mind. They have self-checkout now. The worst part of this is I do not know what size to get. My current chonies are tagless, which means I can't tell what size they are. I'm somewhere between either a medium or a large. Wait a minute. How is this guy wearing both sizes? Weird. If I buy the large and it's too big, I'll have saggy chonies. But if I buy the mediums and they're too schmedium, I'll have tightness that's uncomfortable. Well, I'm pretty sure if I buy the wrong size and they don't fit right, I'm gonna have a hard time reselling them on Craigslist. So you guys just see the short version of this. I've been standing in this aisle, or in these aisles, for like 45 minutes. And in that time, not one man has come to buy underwear. It's been like mom after mom, wife after wife, girlfriend after girlfriend, sometimes packs of moms. At least I know I'm not the only one completely uncomfortable with this. I gotta get out of this aisle. Here, I'll just take whatever's on the hook. I got some large, I got some medium. I'll just get both. Ooh, the toy section is looking pretty cool these days. All kinds of fun stuff in here.
Hey, it's me, Luigi.
Ooh, oh yeah. That's what I like to see. A healthy dose of Star Wars. Dude, look at this. Oh my gosh. How rad is this? It's a giant AT-AT/AT-AT, and I'm controlling it. Ooh. That is freaking awesome. I could stare at that thing all day. Better than watching CNN. I keep thinking about the fact that my kid has never really owned a decent RC car. I loved RC cars. In the 80s we would get them and they would break, you know, within 2 or 3 days of Christmas. Ah, the fun times. Technology has to have improved, right? They have to be a little longer lasting than they used to be, right? Or maybe kids today aren't into RC cars. Maybe they're more into this. Terrifying, remote controlled demon monkeys. Dude, this thing looks so scary. Oh look, he runs, he jumps, he tumbles. His eyes glow at you with the power of evil. I gotta get away from that thing. I can still feel his demonic monkey eyes on me. Ooh, now this is better. I like Christmas. Nice to see some familiar sights like good old Santa Claus and some reindeer over here. Hipster animals, those are always fun. It just wouldn't be the holidays without hipster Christmas fox. Dang, Christmas keeps getting more and more techno. E.T. phone Santa. Is that you, Will? It was Will. I know it was Will. Oh, this one looks important. It's just Barb.
So many messages from the upside down.
Ooh, Christmas cards. I love getting Christmas cards. Last year, so many wonderful people sent me Christmas cards. They really warmed my heart. Allie helped me open some of them. She's so funny because she's still in that mode where she opens it and there's no money in it, no gift card. And when she gets that sad face like, oh. I can tell I'm getting older and more mature because I'm like reading the messages like, oh, that one was really heartfelt. Of course, how mature can I be because I'm really embarrassed carrying this underwear around the store. Hey, look at this. The perfect blend. Star Wars and Christmas. Mistlefoot? Oh, I need this. Star Wars ugly Christmas sweater style stockings. They have a Yoda. There's a Yoda. Normally I would have been all about these, but look at the craftsmanship. Okay, I gotta go. Ooh, Roomba. I've always wanted one of those. DJ Roomba, tearing it up. I almost don't want to leave. Target is a safe, happy place. Safe from the election. No election coverage in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's this? What's this? Man, they're a lot cheaper here than they are in San Bernardino. They're only 89 bucks here. That's like more than 75% off. Mistlefoot blanket. I'm getting distracted. I gotta go. No. Too many people. No. Oh, self-checkout. Hi. Oh, I hope no one sees. Hi. No, I don't want cash back. I just want to get out of here. Run.
Okay, gotta be prepared for what's out here. No mobs of rioters yet. So far, America's still intact, but we must be mindful.
Oh, finally. I feel like everyone knew what I was carrying around in there. I did it. I adulted! Okay, the reason I'm over in this part of the town in the first place is to check my mail.
Responsibility.
Last time I went, like, I think about a month between mail checks.
Don't want that to happen again.
Let's see what we have in here. Ooh, someone sent me a magazine. Ooh. Well, there was one, but it was for Allie. However, I did get a letter. Ooh. This looks like quite a lengthy letter. Jeez. Wow, this is a lengthy one. Is this dot matrix paper? Awesome. Well, I feel like it goes without saying I can't read this whole letter on the internet. But thank you, Stan, for sending it. That's awesome. I don't know who sent me this gluten-free magazine, but the recipes in here look kind of amazing, so thank you. Ugh, election day. I know this guy's dead tired of hearing about it. Okay. What's going on here? You know what? I don't want to know. The TV, the radio. I'm assuming the newspapers. Election. Election years are always tough for me because I have a lot of friends who are Democrats, a lot of friends who are Republicans, and some friends who are skeletons. I personally get along with everybody, and I trust everybody to vote their conscience. But boy, they can become quite heated, can't they? People arguing really gives me anxiety, so boy, do I need a distraction today. And I think I know the perfect place. You know, I always forget that Knott's Berry Farm has a Knott's Berry Farm hotel. I've never stayed at the Disneyland hotel because it's a little out of my price range, but maybe I should stay at the Knott's Hotel in the future, huh? That could be a fun one. Now, before I head into the theme park of Knott's Berry Farm, I always like to pop into the old Knott's Berry Market. This building has been here since the 1930s. This is where Walter Knott and his wife Cordelia used to sell their berries from their farm. Of course, Mrs. Knott built that huge chicken dinner restaurant down there that is I believe, still the world's largest chicken restaurant. And of course, that made really long lines for chicken dinners, and Walter Knott had to distract the people waiting in line, which eventually led to roller coasters, but first just led to a few little distractions. This berry farm has some very humble roots. Crazy to think that this space used to have dirt floors, and the Knott's family used to sell their stuff in here. Mostly berry stuff. Very good stuff. Dude, look at that picture. That's Walter Knott right there. That's one of his sons, I think, right here. Look at that dirt floor and the berries they sold here. Some of those customers had to wait 3 hours to get their chicken dinner. So Walter Knott famously built a volcano to distract them. They had expanded their restaurant to where the windows looked out at this big ugly farm pipe, so Walter Knott ordered all this volcanic rock hauled in from the desert and built this little volcano around it. I actually did a video about that volcano before, and I also did a video about this stuff.
Right behind the berry market, Walter Knott built two things to distract visitors.
A replica of George Washington's fireplace at Mount Vernon.
Boy, Martha's making a good stew. Wish I could find my wooden teeth to eat it.
And this little diorama here, which he called Down by the Old Mill Stream.
Apparently, Down by the Old Mill Stream was a very popular song in the 20th century.
Part of the lyrics say, the old mill wheel is silent and has fallen down. The old oak tree is withered and lies there on the ground.
While you and I are sweethearts, same as days of yore.
Although we've been together 40 years and more. It's beautiful.
Look, here's the old sign that talks about the millstone. It used to be on the millstone. I don't know what happened.
Good old Walter Knott putting some educational stuff back here.
Well, anyway, I did a video about these things before, but one of the other earliest attractions, one of the first things that the Knotts family put here to distract visitors was this.
Their famous rock garden.
See, right here is the back door of the berry market.
And right here are the restrooms.
Today, you can come into this very greenhouse-like building and admire the humidity. Feels a lot like Florida in here.
The waterfall in here is mostly covered by plants. Mostly this one type of plant.
I don't know a lot about plants, but this is the type of thing that you see hanging in like your grandmother's living room, you know what I'm saying?
But check out what it used to look like. Look at that. It used to be so colorful. When they first built this, they had hauled in tons and tons and tons of the volcanic rock that's now covered up by all these plants. You gotta figure most of the people out here had never even seen volcanic rock.
And all of these rocks were used as planterns for very exotic and colorful flowers.
Supposedly all this rock comes out from the Pisgah crater area, way out in the desert in California.
It's from a volcano!
If you really look at it, there's still a few chunks of the volcanic rock like this sticking up. Now when the plants here were shorter, this would have looked really exotic and weird.
It's cool because this has been here since 1938. That's coming up on 100 years.
And even though Knott's Berry Farm itself has undergone a ton of changes in that time,
especially since the Knotts family sold it and it's become more of a traditional theme park with roller coasters and stuff.
It's really cool to see that Walter Knott's volcanic garden, although kind of covered up, is still here.
I think a lot of people here probably just think, oh, that's kind of a weird, nice planter area, and don't realize how cool the rocks are underneath this.
But look at how funky and amazing this old rock pile used to be. Tons of different kinds of plants on there. Obviously, this is an old tourist picture, so people were really impressed by this.
And remember, this is 1938, so this is 2 years before Knott's Ghost Town.
Meaning that next to the volcano, this is one of the first Knott's Berry Farm attractions. And since Walter Knott's fiery volcano has long since been removed from Knott's Berry Farm,
it's safe to say that this is the oldest and longest running attraction at Knott's Berry Farm,
which bills itself as America's first theme park.
And since this area is kind of enclosed and fully themed around one thing,
could we technically get away with saying this is the first themed area or land of a theme park?
Huh? No, that's probably kind of a stretch, and there's probably a lot of theme park historians who would argue with that, but still, this is a pretty cool artifact.
Look at that. I never really thought much about these bushes when I would go to the bathroom at Knott's Berry Farm before, but now, when I'm peeking just under the vines here,
I'm really starting to get a sense of how cool this used to look.
I wish they'd let me in here with a pair of scissors so I could trim this thing, because it looks awesome still.
Anyway, stuff like that makes my day. I'm sure I'll do another longer, better video about that at some point, but I just wanted to mention it.
This right here is a piece of American entrepreneurial spirit.
Check this out right over here.
Right behind the doors to the berry market is this big pile of still exposed volcanic rock. What the heck is that thing right there?
Do you see that?
Look at that. What is that? Is that an orangutan?
The secret Knott's Berry Farm orangutan.
Or could it be Gigantopithecus?
Ooh.
There's a Knott's Berry Farm secret for all of you. The Knott's Berry Farm Gigantopithecus.
That's not a very catchy name. The Knott's Berry Farm Yeti!
Sweet. Alright, it's way too hot in here. Time to go. Ooh, they're still selling Mrs. Knott's delicious boysenberry pies in here.
Not gluten-free.
But still delicious looking.
They're also still serving Mrs. Knott's delicious chicken dinners.
The restaurant itself has been completely gutted and remodeled recently.
But they're still cooking those original Mrs. Knott's chicken dinners to her exacting specifications.
Walter Knott may have built the ghost town that started the theme park,
but it was Cordelia Knott's chicken dinners that made this place the money due do that stuff in the first place.
Don't get me wrong, Walter Knott was a visionary and an inspiration.
But let's not forget that it was Cordelia Knott who turned a roadside berry stand into an empire.
Come quite a long way from being a simple berry farm.
Geez, Halloween just ended and it's already almost Christmas.
Any second, this will be Knott's Merry Farm.
All this history talk is making me thirsty.
Here we go, into Ghost Town.
It amazes me the amount of theme park blogs and vlogs and podcasts.
All those forums and stuff like that, and not very many of them pay any attention to Knott's Berry Farm.
But there's arguably as much, if not more, history here than there is at Disneyland.
Not to mention the fact that Walt Disney was a frequent visitor to Knott's Berry Farm. If it weren't for Handsome Brady and Whiskey Bill over there.
Disneyland might have ended up a lot differently than it did.
How you doing there, Handsome Brady?
You mind if I get a swig of something? Whiskey Bill? Whiskey Bill? Come on, Bill.
Bill knows you don't drink no whiskey.
Oh, that's right. I don't drink whiskey. I drink
Sarsaparilla. You used to be able to wet your whistle right here at the old Silver Dollar Saloon. Sadly, the Silver Dollar Saloon ain't a saloon no more. These days, it's the Silver Dollar Shooting Gallery. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty much a dead shot.
I swear that never happened.
The sun's going down in the old West. I gotta find me someplace to get a sarsaparilla. Ain't no one in the sheriff's office no more to tell me where to get one. And that rotten blacksmith ain't no help neither. All she does is play with hammers all day. Wait a minute, I know who will know where to get a sarsaparilla.
How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Do you know where I can find a sarsaparilla?
Yeah, I sure do.
Where?
At the Calico Saloon.
The Calico Saloon. Okay, thanks, Joe. Hope you get out soon. Oh yeah, I know where it is.
All right, yeah, they got them over there.
You think if the election goes the way you want, you'll get a pardon?
Hell, I don't know.
Well, I'm rooting for you, Joe.
All right, I appreciate it.
See you later.
He doesn't want to talk politics. I don't blame him.
All right, we gotta go to the Calico Saloon before it gets all catawampus out here.
There's a whole story behind the catawampus, which we'll get to another time.
Right now, I'm too powerfully thirsty. Now, where's that cotton picking Oh, the saloon!
Thank goodness. I'm so thirsty.
Ooh. Barkeep, bring me a sarsaparilla. Oh, here it comes. Thank you, sir. This here's a man's drink. Ah, yeah.
You look nice and feathers. Look at
The drinks are good, and the singing ain't bad neither.
He had such beautiful eyes, doesn't he? Look at those eyes. He told
Getting kind of weird in here. Better head on outside. Yep, mighty good times in the sun. Hey, what's this?
Ooh, looks like they're preparing for some festivities over here.
I just can't wait.
I love Knott's Merry Farm.
My first time at Knott's Merry Farm was actually last year. That's Christmas Knott's Berry Farm. Pretty cool.
Up there goes the galloping goose. Half bus, half train, 3/4 cowboy, and 110% American.
I don't know why I can't stop talking like that.
You know what I love about the old West? Oh, back when men were men, solved their problems with drinking sarsaparilla. Feeling thirsty and you're drinking and you shoot somebody.
Oh, sun's going down, huh? Dang you, son.
Sir, sir, I'm gonna need you to wake up right now.
I'm drunk.
Sir, you cannot be inebriated in the park.
I'm drunk.
Sir, you cannot be inebriated in the park.
I'm drunk.
Sir, you cannot be inebriated in the park.
I'm drunk.
Sir, you cannot be inebriated in the park.
Sarsaparilla is a high alcohol.
Sarsaparilla has no alcohol in it.
Oh. Whoa. Thanks for letting me know. I thought I was gonna have to be drunk all day. It would have been really annoying.
No, just for that moment.
Okay. That's what?
Okay, the sun's going down. It's almost down at Knott's Berry Farm, which means they're about to close. Knott's doesn't stay open very late.
See, before you got here, we've been taking a look at some early Knott's Berry Farm attractions. And right over here by Judge Roy Bean's Saloon, which, by the way, that used to be over in Ghost Town. Didn't used to be over here.
I know.
All by itself, kind of weird. The third Ghost Town Saloon.
Right over here behind it is another 1930s Walter Knott gem.
Look at this stagecoach. Do you see it, Tyler?
I can see
Do
it.
you see it?
Hold on, wait.
No, you need your glasses.
I can see it now.
Okay, you can see it now.
It's a little overgrown in the front. It's kind of a running theme today, isn't it? Look at that.
This here is the old Black Bart stagecoach.
This is reputed to be an actual stagecoach that the infamous Black Bart robbed once.
There's old Black Bart's prison photo. You know, if you grew a mustache, you'd look an awful lot like Black Bart, man.
Maybe I am Black Bart.
I don't, okay.
What you do near my stagecoach?
Walter Knott purchased and installed this stagecoach up near the chicken dinner restaurant in 1939.
Which means that this stagecoach right here is one of the oldest pieces in the park.
Actually, as far as I can tell, that means this is the first Old West thing besides some volcanic rock
that Walter Knott purchased to entertain those people waiting in line for chicken dinner.
Which means that this lonely, forlorn, weather-beaten stagecoach
is the first piece of Ghost Town. The first piece of the Old West.
What did you say, Sonny?
Dude, that right there is the first piece of what would become Ghost Town. Walter Knott bought the old stagecoach, and that must have got his noodle grinding on building the old wagon show and getting an old hotel. I mean, if you got a stagecoach, why not a hotel? Why not a saloon?
Black Bart used to rob the stagecoach and then write to the newspapers with all these cryptic clues and poems about himself, and then eventually got caught. You know, probably because he kept bragging and people were like, "Stop it, Black Bart." The nickname probably didn't help either. Sounds nefarious.
There she lies, right there in the shadow of the old silver bullet. Oh look, it's the stagecoach, traveling right by Canyon City and Cripple Creek stage line. Oh, there's the guy behind it to push it just in case they get stuck.
Last night, literally, I had a dream that I was hanging out at Knott's Berry Farm and old Walter Knott himself came out and started talking to me, and he was going like backstage behind the scenes for something. So I followed him there, and he had all these rusty old nails and these old boards, and he was gonna build a birdhouse out of them. I'm like, what are these old boards? And he's like, these are pieces of my old berry stand. He was gonna build some birdhouses.
Was this like
last night?
day? Was it present day?
No, it was present day. He was still, or maybe it was his ghost.
Wow.
Speaking of the old berry stand, at one point it was right over here.
After Knott's Berry Farm started becoming a successful theme park,
Walter Knott's kids put their original berry stand right about here, where thousands of people walked past it and admired the humble beginnings of Knott's Berry Farm.
I have no idea what year they removed the original berry shack, but it is definitely gone. Not here anymore.
Well, anyway, there's still some history left at Knott's Berry Farm, even if some other stuff has gone the way of the dodo, like the Church of Reflections and the little chapel by the lake.
But that's what I love about this place. There's so much history, a lot of history you wouldn't even expect.
Like, look at this old wagon here. What do you think that is, Tyler?
That is actually the original Warped Tour stage.
What?
A bunch of bands played on that stage back in the day. Warped Tour. That's the original Vans Warped Tour stage right there.
Warped Tour. Oh, I get it. Because it's warped. Cool, Tyler.
What a fun one.
Jokes.
What a fun one.
Well, I guess that's about it. The sun's going down and soon it'll be too dark to film.
Maybe we could spend the night in one of these here teepees, Tyler.
Too expensive.
Look how beautiful and peaceful and empty Knott's Berry Farm is. Nothing could be more serene, more calm.
Now this is how you relax on election day.
No, if you're looking for somewhere to relax here, better than this. I know one spot that's a little bit better than this for
Oh, yeah?
ultimate relaxation time.
Tyler, what could be more relaxing than this?
No disrespect to Disneyland, but that might be the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Oh, easily.
You know, basically the last time I rode that ride was with Allie, like before they refurbished it, and it shook so violently, she cried. And I wanted to cry too, but I didn't. I didn't want her to think that I was a wuss, so.
It was pretty rough.
Well, I guess that's it for good old Knott's Berry Farm. So long, Ghost Town! Do you know what? I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that I've ever had boysenberry jam. I've had the boysenberry punch here, but I can't recall the taste of boysenberry at all. I don't know that I've ever eaten a boysenberry or had the boysenberry like preserves
You're
Not
missing
as an
out.
adult, anyways.
You're missing
Do you ever
out.
eat the boysenberry?
Yeah, occasionally.
Like, you're legitimately from Wayne Park, like born and raised, like right here. Did you grow up on boysenberry on your toast?
Yeah, mostly. Because we could just walk right over and get a jar of it.
Are you lying?
No, why would I lie about that?
Are you being serious? Well,
Yes.
sometimes you tend to make it funny.
How is that funny? Hey, yeah, I used to eat boysenberry. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know, the word boysenberry sounds kind of funny.
Boysenberry?
Look, here's the book right here. Cordelia Knott, pioneering businesswoman. On the top it says creator of the meal that launched Knott's Berry Farm. That's what I was talking about earlier. Look at this. Oregon specialty fruit boysenberries. The boysenberries aren't from the farm here anymore, but supposedly every boysenberry in the world is genetically related to the boysenberries grown at Knott's Berry Farm on this patch of dirt. What's a canned boysenberry like?
I imagine it's very puree.
Where do I buy fresh boysenberries? I actually want some boysenberries. Oh, look at all this Knott's Berry Farm Miner's Meat Seasoning. Ooh, they've got some fried chicken seasoning, dude. Oh, dang, it's made in a facility that processes wheat. I can't even have the seasoning. What are these? These are preserves, so that just means like, what's the difference between just like preserves and jelly? You know? Or jam? What's the difference?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that you can't answer.
I thought I knew the answer and I didn't know the answer. So I'm gonna just go over to around here.
Okay, go to your
I
corner.
think the answer might be over
Go
here.
to your corner. Let's see.
I thought that was Julio.
Julio and I came to some agreements the other night, so we'll be seeing more of him later.
Well, I think I'm about 75 years too late to come into a dirt floor and get myself some fresh boysenberries. What do you think?
Yeah, you just have to get it in a can or a cookie or a syrup
I'll buy
or
some
a
jam.
butter
I'll
or
buy
a
some jam.
preserve or a...
They said I'll buy the jam. Geez, stop selling. Quit digging, you hit gold!
Notice that it says Berry Market, which is the name of this building.
But the berry stuff no longer says Knott's Berry Farm, although there is a Knott's Berry Farm brand jam. You want to explain what happened, Tyler?
yeah, they sold the Smuckers. Smuckers was making it, and then Smuckers kept the name,
They
and
sold the Knott's Berry Farm jam and jelly name to Smuckers,
And apparently they can't agree on the price to sell Smucker's products in here. So they came up with a new line. Oh snap, dude. You found the jam. That's the jam right there. That's my jam. No, seriously. Pick that up. I want to buy that. That's going to be my jam. For real. Hey, no, I'm not joking. That's not sarcasm. You know what I'm doing?
what are you doing?
Listening to some jams. You know? My jam. Okay.
Just think, while I'm in here wishing the boysenberry biscuit mix was gluten-free,
The rest of the country is voting and deciding our future. Can't control the circumstances. Can control the way we react. So
Or if you eat gluten or not.
we should. What?
Or if you eat gluten or not. You can control that.
Sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to get gluten out of my thoughts. It's important to have gluten-free thoughts.
look at this. The candy store section.
Dude, all of this southern portion of the building in the berry market was the old nursery for all the boysenberry plants and rootstock and all that they sent all around the world for other people to grow berries.
What about the babies?
Babies? Cabbage patch babies?
So it was a nursery. You can't just be for berries.
I didn't know where the
Babies
joke
and
was
berries.
going, so I let it down. Sorry. Joke didn't land.
Can't win them all.
Look at this. Christmas is back.
Christmas is back!
They're trying to get into that same kind of market as Disney with all like the little traditions, statues and stuff. And
Here they got Peanuts by Jim Shore.
Every day is a gift.
that's true. That's very true.
Dude, look at this!
What the Dickens is this? Oh, it's the Dickens Village series. Oh my gosh.
I want this.
You might think that I would want this miniature village because I'm a fan of miniatures, or because I admire the craftsmanship,
Or that I'm a Charles Dickens fan. All of those things are true, but none of the above are the reasons I'd like to own this village. Would you like to know why I'd like to own this village, Tyler?
Yes, we all here, we all want to know why you want to own this village.
Simple. Power. Standing next to this tiny village, knowing that I could smite it with my fist makes me feel powerful. Like
Well,
the big man.
that
Show
didn't-
of strength and power. That's
That-
what I'm all about.
That did not go how I
All my
thought it was gonna
vlogs
go.
are about power and taking things from other people, like these glasses.
Oh, now I can't see so good.
This lady knows about power.
More Christmas.
La Navidad, la fiesta, traditional Mexican cuisine.
I like it. I like that right there. Going multicultural. Oh, there's the Panda Palace. This is so cool. Look at, this is where the road dead ends, but it used to lead over here to Halloween Town. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Ooh, we can't sing that song. Wrong park.
Wrong park.
Wrong
park.
Hey, get a room, you two. Seeing all this stuff actually just reminds me of the McDonald's down the street. This stuff is awesome and I want all of it, but since this piece right here is $145, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that owning this village is a bit out of my price range for the moment.
Make sure to leave a comment below if you love Halloween, but remember,
we're watching you. Well, I've had a very good time here, but now it's time to go. I cannot stay at this farm anymore. Goodbye, Santa. Goodbye, Lady Santa. Goodbye, Naked Santa. It's still not over. Nope. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I forgot that PF Chang's sent a coupon to my email. And my friend hooked us up with some sweet PF Chang's money last night, which provides us with another election distraction. Ooh, look at this shirt right here. That's what you got in the mail today?
Yeah.
Who sent you that?
Hitchhiking apparel.
Hitchhiking apparel. I like how in all the time I've been making videos, no one has ever sent me stuff and been like, hey, want to wear my cool shirt in your vlog? But someone sent you this. Someone did send me that Sweet Labyrinth shirt that one time, but that's because I wanted the Sweet Labyrinth shirt, so one. I got one. Well, thank you, Hitchhiking Apparel, for giving my girlfriend a sweet shirt. That's cool.
Thank you.
Ugh, I will never get used to you having decapitated heads in the backseat of your car. I have never been more thankful than I was when someone handed me some sweet PF Chang's cash. Not only because I love Chinese food, Chinese food's always been my favorite, and of course PF Chang's is like virtually the only place I know of, actually the only place I know of with gluten-free Chinese food anywhere near me. But I'm super happy to have one more distraction from this election. Literally can't do anything to change the outcome now. No point being anxious about it. Gotta distract myself. I comfort myself with the knowledge that this will all be over soon and that people's better angels will start to prevail. Oh, PF Chang's. The PF stands for pretty freaking expensive. I'm so excited. That's my food. I'm so excited. Part of the coupon code was for it being to go, which is good. Last time I was in here, the Cubs won the World Series. That was weird. Tonight, I don't want to jinx anything by eating in here. Going back home. See, we decided to get PF Chang's with the coupon, and then my whole family decided they also wanted PF Chang's. The traditional family meal. PF Chang's steakhouse. Pretty excited for this food. Also pretty excited to be heading out on another road trip soon. Are you excited? Ah! Funny girl. Funny girl.
go home and eat well.
All right, Julio. We held up our end of the bargain. We brought your food. Turns out all he really wanted was some Chang spicy chicken. Now we can be friends again, right, Julio? Yes. All right, Julio. Come on, just one more piece. Just one more piece. What do you mean you're stuffed? Look, you ordered all this other food. I bought you all this other food. You can't be stuffed. Just one more chickadee bite of chicken? Nope. Oh, well. I guess that's all, folks. Tomorrow morning, we'll see who the new president is. Make sure to check out the links below in the description and those other Knott's Berry Farm videos. And stay safe out there. See you all later. Most of you have probably heard by now, it turns out that Donald Trump won the presidential election. Can you believe that, Julio? The Apprentice guy. Weird. But you know, the real winner here is Boysenberry.